Whoa. 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 It's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. I'm here in the mini forest. The mini forest. I have a mini forest. Here in the mini forest. Yo-ho, for Christopher Dodson, we're here for another Sober Wednesday. It is Sober Wednesday. I think I've missed a couple of these. I know I at least missed last week. I don't know if I've missed 2 in a row, but I know I've at least missed at least one. So we're here for a Sober Wednesday, and I almost forgot this one too. I was out setting up irrigation lines, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's Wednesday, isn't it? So we're here, we made it, we slipped in. What's happening? Jeanette, Ozzy, Andrew, how are you all out there? But it's Sober Wednesday, so I guess preamble, I should do the preamble. This stream is dedicated to those who are suffering, to offer a solution or at least a place to hide out for an hour to get out of your head and realize that there is an answer to your problems, man, and it is acceptance. So we open up with the surrender, and we just ask that for this hour we keep the chat open to the all right, you're already out of here. You're not respecting Sober Wednesday. Off the chain, just it's Sober Wednesday, dude. And so this is an hour dedicated to those who suffer from suicidal thoughts, mental illness, drug addiction, alcoholism, overeating, oversexing, overgambling, whatever it is that's getting between you and God, because there's one who has all answered. That one is God. May you find him now. So we just ask you keep the chat open to those who are looking for some answers, or maybe just a little bit overwhelmed by this cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs reality we're inhabiting right now. So with that said, open up with the Serenity. Good for you, off the fucking chains. And so here we are. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Oh, that wisdom to know the difference. Yeah. What do we do normal? Oh yeah. So this is not an AA meeting. We're not affiliated with AA. We're not anonymous. I'm an alcoholic, drug addict, lunatic, angry person, happy person, drama person. Inability to control what I eat, inability to control when I get up, any of it, dude. I just really have to put all my dependence upon God. But there is a solution. There is a solution, and we do read chapter 5 out of the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, dude, because there is a solution, and there's 2 pages that give you a blueprint on how you can get past what is blocking you and your bountiful relationship with God, and helping to clear that mess out of the way. Chapter 5, how it works. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves the simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you've decided you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it, then you're ready to take certain steps. At some of these, we balked. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some of us have tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil till we let go. Absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. Without help, it is too much for us. But there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked for protection and care with complete abandon. Protection and care. We asked as protection and care with complete abandon, dude. That's a trippy sentence right there. We're gonna dig in on that one a little bit, dude. Here are the steps we took, which are suggested as a program of recovery. 1, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, insert whatever you're powerless over, and that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7, humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings. 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted. 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for the knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and practice these principles in all of our affairs. Many of us exclaimed, "What an order!" I can't go through with it. Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we're willing to grow along spiritual lines. The principles we set down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic, the chapter of the agnostic, and our personal adventures before and after make clear 3 pertinent ideas. A, that we were alcoholic and could not manage our own lives. B, that probably no human power could have relieved our alcoholism. And C, that God could and would if he were sought. Could and would if he were sought, man. Radical info right there. That is some radical info. And I'm going to go back to that sentence that just, I don't know why it just grabbed a hold of me, but that's the way the text works. I always tell the story of I used to sit in this. I sat around in the meeting rooms of AA for at least 5 years. I was 7, so that would have been 8 because that was when he was conceived. Yeah, about 5 years, right? 5, 6 years. I sat around the rooms at AA, and I would go to meetings like pretty much every day, dude. Just cause that's what I did. It was my thing. It was my groove, dude. And it took me that length of time to finally hear, there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. 6 years of sitting around. I would hear that statement constantly over and over and over again. But it took 6 years for that to actually sink in and make some sort of sense to me, dude. And I feel the demons have been going hard, just trying to hang in there. Yeah, just hang in there, William, dude. It's all okay, dude. There is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. So it took me 6 years for that to sink in and actually take hold in my consciousness and understand what a gnarly statement that is. There is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. I mean, that's it. That's time travel. That's quantum mechanics. It's all of it. It's all your spaced out, tripped out stoner architecture. All of it, dude, is all contained in that one sentence. It's basically the answer to the universe right there, right? What is the secret of life? It's not 4. There is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now, right? That's the secret right there. So it took me a long time sitting in the rooms. And then, so when I discovered that, I was roughly 45 years old, 44, 45 years old, maybe 46 years old. So I had been down in this terrestrial spacesuit for 46 years, sitting in the meeting rooms, Alcoholics Anonymous, for 6 years before I heard that statement, and it went pop, light bulb went on, dude. And the funny part is I can forget that statement and that truth and that quantum knowledge right there constantly on a daily basis. In fact, I think I forgot it today till I just read it, thought about it again right now. But the fact that I understand it and the light bulb went off means that I can get back there really quickly, right? I don't have to sit around for 46 years to hear the message. I know what I don't have to wait around for the light bulb. The light bulb's inside of me now. So that's sort of, part of what this journey's about is discovering the light bulbs and putting new light bulbs in your control panel. And, there's a lot of light bulbs to look at in the control panel, dude. And when one of the light bulbs gets out, it's easy to overlook that light bulb because there's all sorts of light bulbs on, So it's okay, dude. This is a spiritual progress, not spiritual perfection, all right? So take it easy on yourself out there, man. And so back to this sentence that struck, we asked his protection and care with complete abandon. So we asked, right? Like that's we all get that ask. That's like praying, like, God, will you help me out? Like, I don't want to be a fart bag all day long, dude. Come on, God, hook me up, dude. Right? We asked his protection and care, dude. Protection and care, man. That's some super gnarly, let's see, dude. What do we got? J. Doe. Flown airplanes, surfed big cold waves, sailed offshore, but can't get sober, dude. Well, that's an honesty. That's you're halfway there. Right? So can you admit to yourself you're powerless over alcohol and then your life's unmanageable, dude? 3 days off the fent. Good for you, man. Everybody counts. So do you. 3 days. That's gnarly, dude. I think that, the opiate with addiction withdrawals is pretty clear. It's mostly mental after that, dude. But keep it up, dude. 3 days, you're already in, man. Honestly. Hey, Ziggy Stardust, 84, dude. Dude, I apologize, man. Jiminy Crickets, dude. It's still sitting in my car, dude, by the way. It's still sitting in my car after all that. But I hope you did get the refund, dude. At least bare minimum I could do. It is still coming, love, my brother. Al and I are about to watch that Moon Age Daydream documentary on David Bowie, dude. I was watching some David Bowie today with Al. We were watching, I don't know what we were watching. Something from way in the back, dude. It was rad. But anyway, so the dude who's flown planes, look, dude, you can get sober if you want to get sober. Like, that's the thing, like the flown airplanes. What was your code name, dude? J-Doe. Honesty is key, dude. Yeah. J-Doe. You can get sober if you want to, but do you want to? That's the question. Because, like, when I read that, like, flown airplanes, surf big cold waves, sailed offshore, but can't get sober. But why? Do you really want to get sober, dude? Where the red fern grows. We started reading that one a long time ago, Isaiah. We got to finish it up, though. No, I think we were reading, where the red fern grows. But I think we made it as far as him going and getting the dogs in the mail when he's outside the school and the whole thing. Anyway, so it's all good, dude. You remind Isaiah. It's because you're reminding me to remind myself, dude. 4 days no weed. God, good for you, dude. Good for you. 4 days no weed, man. Solid, dude. Solid. So we asked his protection and care with complete abandon. So J-Doe, like, there you go. If you can be honest enough. So if you look at the first, that's how this is laid out, how it works, right? We're laid out in a very specific pattern. Like, these dudes, like, sat and thought about how to write this. They didn't just, like, it's very God-inspired, this writing, right? And so they don't get into the steps right off the bat. They give you this preamble to the whole thing. Half measures availed. J-Doe, hear this, J-Doe. Half measures availed us nothing. So can you half measure an airplane? Can you half measure? No, you can't. You crash into the ground, dude. You never get off the ground, dude. Can you half measure big cold waves? No, you can't, dude. You'll get pitched over the falls, or you'll get gurgled, the whole thing. And whatever else you said. But so it's this thing, right? So half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. Are you standing at the turning point? Are you up in the lip, dude? Are you on the tarmac? Radio control, dude. We stood at the turning point. Then we did what? We asked his protection and care. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. See, what strikes me is that which got me on the reading is complete abandon. That's meaning that we're asking God for his protection and care with complete abandon. No rules, just total, help me, protect me, care for me. The deepest complete abandon, dude. Complete abandon. Like, think about that. That's like running down the street naked on fire, dude. That is literally everything that you've ever thought you could do, drunk out of your mind or on drugs, or complete abandon, right? We asked his care and protection with complete abandon. So part of us as drug addicts and alcoholics, dude, because that's the only story I know, dude. I can't speak to the others, but you know what I mean, is I used to approach drugs and alcohol with complete abandon. I was into the chaos, dude. I was into the insanity of it all, dude, right? So it's saying right here, if we're standing at the turning point, we asked God for God's protection and care. We didn't ask God for Fruit Loops and Hot Wheels, dude. We didn't ask God for more Coke and big-chested people, dude. Big birthing chest. No, we did not, dude. We asked for his protection and care with complete abandon. We asked protection and care, dude. See, that it's giving you straight instructions, Jado. If you're we stood at the turning point. We asked for his complete protection and care, dude. That's so radical. That is so radical when you think about what we're asking for at that moment, at the turning point, because half measures had availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point, right? Because we'd done half measures. We stood at the turning point and we asked his protection with complete protection and care. Care, not just protection, but care. Like, so protection is like, you know, the crown of thorns, the cloak, the bulletproof vest, and all of that stuff, right? But care, what is care? Care is you know, sweating the cold cloth on the brow, a little bit of soup, dude, pat on the head, oh, you okay, man, the rubbing of the feet, right? All of these things, care, dude, we're asking for protection and care. Those are like really two deeply opposing like concepts. Like protection is like caveman guarding that's the masculine energy, right? I'm gonna protect, woo, 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 I'm gonna protect. And then care is the feminine energy, right? Gonna ask for the care, the love, the nurturing, the vitamins, the hydration, all this stuff. So we're asking God for the duality right there at the turning point, because we're doing it with complete abandon, man. We're asking for the whole enchilada, man. Give me the protection and care with complete abandon, dude. We're not like tippy-toeing going, oh, God. We're like, God. We're demanding, dude, with complete abandon. See, most people are tippy-toeing around God, right? I'll tell you what, man. I will tell you what. Pippi gave me the greatest advice once upon a time, dude. She says, demand it of God, dude. And it's a personal matter we've talked about many times. It's not for this to get into on this. But she was like, demand it of God. And I was like, it's funny. I didn't know what that meant till right now, right? 3 years later, 3.5 years later. She's like, demand it of God. That's what complete abandonment is. It's being forceful. It's demanding care and protection from God. Why? Why are you demanding care and protection from God? Because you're at the turning point. You're at the turning point. You're no longer doing half measures. You're at the turning point. So if you're at the turning point, you're demanding, God, come down here, protect me and care for me, because I'm about to do the gnarliest thing I could possibly do as a drug addict, alcoholic, dude. I admitted I was powerless over alcohol, that my life had become unmanageable. Dude, see, that's why that sentence is right here and step one is right there, dude. Because how can you go admit that you're powerless over alcohol, that your life is unmanageable, unless you've got the complete care and protection of God that you demand fuck, man, God, give me the fucking care and protection. Help me, because I'm about to admit that I am powerless over alcohol, that my life's unmanageable. There's nowhere in there that you can't get all crazy with God. Be like, God, come down here and help me, man. You gotta want it like that, J-Do. If you want sobriety so bad, I want it, man. Come on, God, come on down here. Help me out, man, right? And God will send in the cavalry right then and there. But see, that's what the half measure is about. It's not like, oh, I want to get sober. Hey, God, man. Hey, man, if you happen to be like around, God, like, could you help me get sober, dude? No, it's saying with complete abandon, ripping your shirt off, pulling your pants down. God, come down here, protect me and care for me. I'm about to admit I'm powerless over alcohol and that my life's unmanageable. I got nothing. I got nothing left. I got nothing left, man. None of it's working. None of it's worked. The drugs don't work. The booze don't work. The people I'm sleeping with don't work. The airplanes, the big waves, none of it works, man. God, I don't know what to do. Come here, help me. I demand it, man. I demand. And God's like, whoa, dude. Whoa, my little human creation down there? What, is he actually like off the fence on this one? Because see, that's what it is. If you're not going for sobriety like a drowning person, you think a drowning person in the ocean is like, hey man, like Mr. Lifeguard dude, will you come and save me? They're like, help me. What would you do if you think about it? Mr. Jado, you're out in the ocean, you're drowning. Are you just gonna like, hey, my hand's up, dude. Like, I'm all out. I'm done. No, you're gonna be like, help, man. Oh my God, there's the airplane. Help. And the airplane's gonna see all the whoa, look at the dude down there. That's like God. Like God's waiting for you to stop half measuring it. Stop being all calm about it. You're asking to get sober, dude. You're not asking to get your bills paid. You're asking to get sober. Well, what is that? That's admitting that you're powerless and your life's unmanageable. That's like God's wheelhouse. God's like, dude, I got this, dude. I got manageability. I got power. I'm God, dude. You want this? Yeah! Get me sober. And God's like, all right, dude, I'm sending in this person and that person and hotline numbers and 1-800 numbers and meetings and books and people and crazy YouTubers and the whole thing. I'm sending it all in, dude. Or are you gonna sit there when the river's coming up, when the cop comes by and be like, no, I'm waiting for God, and the boat comes by, I'm waiting for God, and the helicopter comes by, I'm waiting for God, and then you're up in heaven, and God's like, dude, I sent you a crazy YouTuber. I sent you 164 pages in some blue book that's given out everywhere for free. I put meetings all over the planet for you, dude. I put 1-800 numbers and toll-free numbers all over the planet for you, dude. And you just were like, no, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. Like, so you don't want to get sober then. If you're not screaming and demanding it, then how you gonna get sober, dude? See, that's what it is, dude. That's what it is. That's why, like, when I read that line, I was like, whoa, dude, I've never seen that line like that, dude. I never truly saw this line in here. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. The abandon's what struck. I've always heard that we asked for his protection and care. Yeah, I asked for his protection and care with complete abandon. Complete abandon. Complete abandon. That's like when I think of complete abandon, like what image comes to my head immediately is that Vietnam photo of the burned naked kid running down the street and the soldier in the background. That's what it is, dude. Complete abandon, just running down the street, burned by napalm. Just someone help me. That's what a real person who wants to get sober is all about. They're not sitting back all like, And that's why, like, I'm like one of those, I'm not an easy dude. Like, I'm not going to take it easy. Because that's not how I got sober. I didn't get a sober. I'll tell the story, dude, because I asked, that's funny, like, I asked for his protection and compared to complete abandonment. So I'm in front of that liquor store. Those dudes park sideways, right? I'm hammered, out of my mind. I got a 12-pack in my hand. I got a bag of Doritos, a pack of smokes, some Slim Jims, right? I'm standing in front of Country Liquor and PCH in Malibu, right? Hammered. David and Joe park sideways on the parking spots. My local zone. Parking's always sucks all day long there. I hassle these dudes. Why are you parking like that? Who do you think you are? You're not from around here, are you? You'd never park like that here. You're not. Get out of here. Beat it, kooks. Right? Joe's standing. David Boogie's in to get his cream. Joe's standing at the side of the car. Ex-hockey player. Gnarly. All bashed in, dude. Bald. Gnarly. Rah, big old meat hands, dude. Rah, smoking a cigarette with his beanie, dude. I come up to him. I come up to him in his face, dude. I'm hassling. Why are you guys parking here like this? Who do you think you are? Because I'm crazy, remember? I'm Hiroshima, Nagasaki, right? I'm looking for a fight. Not because I want to win, because I want someone to knock me out, dude. See, that's how crazy I was at the end. I used to go pick fights with people so they would knock me out because I could not stop this thing, dude. The drugs, I couldn't get drunk, I couldn't get stoned, I couldn't snort enough blow, I couldn't take enough pills to knock this thing out, dude. The only thing that could knock it out, I figured, was somebody with a big old fistful of punch, dude. And most people would be like, dude, you're crazy, you need to go away. I could tell you stories, dude, of people just being like, you're crazy, dude. I don't want anything to do with you, dude. I'd be like, no, do it. So I'm there with Joe, and I'm standing there, and I'm like hassling him, and just, I'm drunk out of my mind. I got my bag full of beer. I get in his face, dude, and I'm like, you got a light, man? I got a broken cigarette I just pulled out of the pack I just bought. You got, and I get like right in his face. Like right in his face, like right like that. Hey. And I see the light of God, dude. I see the light of God, one of God's messengers, right? Because 3 nights before, I'd asked God with complete abandon on top of the hill, help me, dude. God, help me get off this mountain, dude. Help me get me off of Hiroshima, Nagasaki's nuclear dream mountain, dude. Get me out of here, God. Please help me. Please help me. I asked God with complete abandon to help me, dude. 3 days later, he sent those 2 dudes parking sideways in front of a liquor store. I didn't ask for help all like, hey, you guys, man, can you help me out? I was like trying to pick a fight with these fools, dude. With dudes that like just mopped me up, dude. I got in the face. I saw the light of God in this dude's eyes, dude. And when I saw the light of God, I go, you're one of those sober guys, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, what of it, dude? I go, I need your help, dude. My demeanor changed one day. I need your help, dude. I need your help. He's like, here's my number. Go home, drink your beer, call me in the morning, dude. I'm like, nah, dude, like, seriously, like, I need your help, dude. I demanded him help me. I go, you're a sober dude, and you're supposed to help me. I know that for sure. I know that I'm asking you for help, and you're supposed to help me, dude. And he's like, dude, you need to calm down. I'm all animated. I'm throwing my beers up in the air. I'm all crazy guy, dude, demanding help with complete abandon. Demanding it with complete abandon, dude. I didn't even realize this till I'm telling you the story right now. It went down, dude. Like, whoa, like I didn't realize that I did that. So the second time he's like, dude, just mellow out. You got my number. Call me in the morning. Go home, drink your beers. And I walk away, dude. I walk away pissed. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'm asking for help, dude. And I walk away and I get about 10 steps away and I turn around to this dude and I go, I am asking for help. And he looks at me, dude, and he's smoking a cigarette leaning against the car. He's like, what are you gonna do with the bag full of beer? What are you gonna do with the bag full of beer, dude? I took my bag of beer and I slam dunked it into the trash can that was sitting right there. Whoa! The dude's like, all right, get in the car, man. That's when my life changed, dude. I didn't ask. I didn't come in nicely. I didn't go knocking on a door and being like, excuse me, excuse me, I'd like to get sober. Could you possibly help me? I was like, dude, you fucking better help me, man. You better fucking help me, dude. Because I wanted it. I wanted to get sober at that moment more than I wanted anything in this world, dude. That's what it takes, dude. If you're not willing to try to get knocked the fuck out to get sober, dude, maybe you don't want to get sober, dude. And every step along the way, dude, every step along the way when I wanted to like get loaded or go out or do whatever it is that we do when we want to half measure ourselves back into oblivion, I did the same thing, dude. Complete abandon, dude. Crazy, dude. That is crazy has the wind okay, dude? The wind just fully kicked up. It's super nice, warm evening wind. Proof of God, Mason. Yeah, dude. God's gnarly, dude. So gnarly. So gnarly, man. Is the wind okay? Like it really started kicking up, dude. That's God just blowing nice warm air. Nice warm air on me, dude. Yeah, it's all, but it's totally makes sense because, again, we're not like mellow people, dude. Like I'm not as a sober dude. I'm not even mellowed. I'm a lunatic, dude. I'm out of my mind, dude. I'm out of my tree, dude. Constantly, and I have to constantly go back to God with complete abandon and ask for His care and protection. Constantly, dude. See, that's the thing, man. Like, even that I've been a little soft. I've been a little bit of a half measure about being with God, dude. I have not been in there with God being like, dude. I've been like, oh, we got it, right? We got it. We don't got it. We don't got it. The world's gone mad, dude. Mad. And so, look, for those of you who are on the precipice, wondering, should I get sober, dude? It's 2022. It's the end of the world, bro. It's the end yeah. You want to be stone cold sober for the end of the world, dude. If it is, it's always the end of the world, dude. You know what I mean? So it's that thing. It's like, I can't imagine not having a fully locked in relationship with God right now to get you through this madness, dude. Madness right now, dude. Never been a better time to be sober, dude. And it's the exact opposite, because the wasted mind's like, no, dude, I can't deal with this all. No, I can't deal with it all. No, that's why you can't deal with it, because you're loaded. Because if you were sober, you would see that it's all a joke, dude. That this is all just some farcical fantasy football jerk and squirt, dude, just on steroids. You'd be like, what, dude, what is this? But it gets you, dude. It gets up under your skin, and you're like, oh my God. 187,000 agents, they're coming to get me. They're coming to get me, dude. What are you gonna do? Drink? How do you think you're gonna dodge all this madness? Drinking? Smoking a little weed? Little bong hits, dude? Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. No. You know how you're gonna get through this? By sucking it up, buttercup, and knowing that God is going to protect and care for you, dude. Why is God gonna protect and care for you, dude? Why is God gonna protect and care for you? Because you were created in His image, dude. God, this is not like some accidental, like, oops, dude, like, dude, just spilled in the petri dish, dude. Your life is not just an accident, dude. It's not just all some thing that just fell over in the kitchen and mixed with the peanut butter and the chocolate, dude. You know, it's a very gnarly. Brendo, thank you. It's a very gnarly thing, dude. But that's the beauty of it. That's the craziest thing they're trying to convince you of right now is that this is random. It's just you're just an accident, dude. No, you're not. You're the divine spark, dude. And you're loaded not because you're weak and lame. You're loaded and out of your mind and crazy and doing all the wacky shit you do because you're a warrior and a warrioress, dude. You're the gnarliest, dude. That's why you've gone and taken it to the redlining, dude. All the NPCs and the weakness and the wokes, they're all sitting there like, half measuring it, dude. No, the warrior has just smoked crack and racked up their credit cards and smashed cars in the side of the buildings. Why? Because we wanted to get to God, and we knew that we had to shed this fictitious skin suit identity of ego and lust to get there, dude. Why? And because we had to get to the basic stripped down thing where we went to God with complete abandon and said, protect and care for me, dude. We went back to God, just like we started, right? We started in the womb, dude, the divine spark, just fully protected and cared for by mama, dude. Mama had us all protected and cared for in the womb, dude, just like dirt. And we've been on this journey, dude, trying to get back there the whole time, but we can't get back in the womb, dude. That's the point. We can't be babies again, dude. We have to be grown ass adults going up to God and being like, dude, care for and protect me. And God's like, yeah, dude, I got you. I've been waiting. I've been here the whole time protecting and care for you. Yeah, dude. When you OD'd, were fished out on the floor, dude, I actually had the paramedic just down the street to revive you, dude. Yeah, remember that time that you broke the bottle or dropped the 6-pack, dude, on the way in, dude? That was the 6-pack that was gonna OD you and kill you, make you puke, choke on your own puke, dude. God's been looking out for you the entire time. See, that's what I realized when I got like one of the things when I got sober and I had a relationship with God is see, that's why it can't be defined. Like, there's a lot of people that come in and are like, no, it's got to look a certain way, dude. Like, God's got to look a certain way. Like, you have to be Christian and this. I'm a Christian. Like, that's my personal reality, right? Jesus Christ is my personal savior, dude. The resurrection, the whole deal. But in sobriety, starting with sobriety, dude, it's a God of your own understanding. Why? Why is that such an important thing to get sober, dude? Because you have to be able to deconstruct your own reality. If I flood you with God, right, I'm bypassing you with the whole thing, dude, because we made a decision to turn our will and lives over to the care of God as we understood him. That's step 3, dude. That's step 3. That's not step 1, dude. Step 3. Why is that step 3, dude? Because we had to admit we were powerless over alcohol in our lives that are unmanageable, dude. That we needed something. Because if we admit we're powerless and our lives are unmanageable, that means there's something that we can't do, dude. We can't do it, dude. We've tried. We're unmanageable and we're powerless. Well, dang. That's what step 2. Came to believe that the power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity, dude. We've been so busy trying to manage ourselves with our uncontrollableness and like, came to believe that power could restore us to sanity. See, that's why shouldn't define God in the beginning to someone who's newly getting sober, dude, because they have to come to the concept that there is something greater than themselves, dude. Greater than themselves, dude, which is a huge leap for a lot of people, dude. For a lot of people that have been trapped in the skin suit and the space suit, it is a giant leap. The truth will set you free. That is the truth. But the thing is most people, when they get here to this jumping off point at this turning point where they stood at the turning point and asked his protection with complete care and abandon, they have no idea who they're asking or what they're asking or what's going on, dude. They're just like, oh my God, I can't handle this anymore. I just don't want to smoke crack and be in a shooter's den and crashing cars and my kids are leaving me and that Cold War Kids song, dude. I was listening to that Cold War Kids song the other day. What a great song for sobriety, dude. Man, that is a gnarly song, dude. But so you get to this thing, right? Like I always have had God in my life, right? Always had my God. I went on the whole exploration journey most of my life, dude. I tried it all. I went read the Bhagavad Gita, looked at the Muslims, looking Buddha, looking Tao, looking this, looking the Celestine prophecies, all of it, dude. The Mayan calendar, you color them in and do the things and the blah 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 blah. I did all of it. The crystals and the things and the acid and the blah and all of this and all of that, right? God was there the entire time, dude. I always use this analogy, dude. For me, pre-sobriety, you remember the behind the scenes of the Indiana Jones movie when he falls in the temple and the snakes and the cobras are all there and he's staring the cobra and the thing, and then they show you behind the scenes that there was a plexiglass there. That was my experience prior to getting sober. Was I knew God existed. I knew God was doing miracles and radical and creating redwood trees and bumblebees and the whole thing, right? I knew that was going on, dude. I knew God existed, but I could not touch God. Like, I smoke crack and drink and I knew God was out there, dude. I knew God was like there, but I was like, I can't get to God, right? And I was like, it wasn't until I got sober, I was like, oh, wow, dude, all the stuff I was doing to get to God was the plexiglass. I was just building plexiglass. I was a plexiglass maker, dude. Yeah, just the crystals with the crack and the this and the that. Reading the Bible, high on cocaine, like, come on, where's God, dude? And it was just plexiglass, because it was invisible. I couldn't see it. I was insane. Trying to get through plexiglass, but I didn't know it was plexiglass because I can't see it, dude, right? So that's what I mean is like, so when I look back on my life, right, pre being saved, see, that's the thing is I don't get saved till I already have a deep relationship with God, dude. I don't just roll in and be like, hey, man, I sat for years digging into God, asking questions, figuring out what sobriety was, doubting it, this and that, and the whole thing in sobriety, dude. But I'm sober now. I know that what the plexiglass is, dude. I know that the thing that's going to get in my way between the relationship I'm having with God is me getting loaded, right? So I'm pretty clear, and now I can see the miracles all around me. I can see the miracles in my own life. I can see it because I have the ability to look back and be like, oh, that's where I was like 3 years ago, dude, on top of a mountain screaming at clouds, dude, wishing for mushroom clouds, like, you know? So here we are, right? Here we are at the turning point, right? Constantly at the turning point. And so that's why like people trip like, that's why I will always on the Sober Wednesday keep God very just to your own understanding, man. Because you got to go and figure it out for yourself, dude. There's no point coming to God or Jesus or whatever it is because you're doing it for me or somebody else because they told you. You need to get down and dirty with God yourself, dude. You need to get on your knees yourself and beg God for mercy, dude. Beg God to keep you sober when your mind is telling you to go out and drink a bottle of Jack Daniels. Beg God when you're sitting there with your little kid in a trailer on a rainy night as he's eating macaroni and cheese and all you want to do is walk away from him, do a bunch of blow and get loaded, dude. You don't do anything except get on your knees and beg God, dude. That's a dude. That dude who's like thinking about doing blow while his kid's eating macaroni. That dude's what? I want out. I want to go back. I want to go back into the matrix, dude. But I got on my knees. I went to God. I said, God, help me tonight, dude. God's like, dude, I got you. You've been sitting there doing all the work and the whole thing, dude. See, that's the thing. And as I've progressed sobriety, like I've just gotten closer and deeper with God. And at a certain point, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ is my personal Savior. I fully have a relationship with God. I know I walk with God. Not because like I'm sitting there like holding hands like, you know, like la, because I'm like always like, dude, what's going on? And then God's just like, dude, I got you, dude. You're spinning out today, dude, having a tough day with the children, with the wife, with the roosters, with the life, with the thing. Like, you done over there spinning out by yourself? Are you ready to come back to me for my care and protection? And I'm like, yeah, dude, like, thank you again, dude. Thank you again. And it's that thing, right? Like, that's why the key to being sober, dude, like the real key to it all, dude, why sobriety on your own doesn't work, dude. And maybe it does. Maybe there's the people out there like, oh yeah, dude, like, I'm white knuckling. That's great, dude. Like, fantastic, good for you. But the reason that I get fired up on sobriety, the reason that most people get fired up on sobriety is having had a spiritual awakening. As a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and practice these principles in all of our affairs, dude. See, it's not about me anymore, dude. See, that's the beauty of doing the work and the steps and a relationship with God it's not about me. I'm already saved, man. It's about whoever needs saving, dude, right? See, like a person out there who's like a rego, dude, like it's almost a harder thing to get them to God than a drug addict alcoholic whose life's just in shambles, dude. It's a lot easier to help someone get to God when they're just laying in the gutter of their own debauchery, just like, help me, dude. I demand it with complete abandon. Will you just help me? Like, yeah, dude. Like, will you read this? Yeah, I'll read some stuff. You want me to write some stuff down? Yeah, dude, write some stuff down, dude. Oh, you want to make some coffee? Yeah, dude, make some coffee, dude. Like, do it, dude. I don't want to do it, but I do it. I get all fired up, dude. It's like the thing, dude. So that's really what it's all like about. Thank you, Joshua. That's really what it's all about, man. Is it's you can't go to God because you're like, look, I've talked a lot about this, and you know, people say fear God and all that kind of stuff, and I you should, but the only reason you would fear God is because you don't know God. Once you know God, you wouldn't fear God, dude. You would know that God absolutely loves you. And I'm gonna let the all caps right on, Paul, dude. It's that thing. So you get to the reason that you're supposed to fear God is because you don't have a relationship with God, dude. But I can tell you from the other side that God loves you, dude. Like, God totally loves you, dude. God put this goofy thing out here, and it'll save your life if you want to be saved to get to God. Like, right? You got to like save your actual like life before you can save your soul in a weird way, dude. Like if you're dead, you're dead. Like, you don't get to save your soul. You got to keep the dumb spacesuit alive long enough to get to God and beg to have your soul saved. You know what I mean? Like once you're dead, dude. Like, maybe you get to figure it out that last like moment, dude. Like, I had this buddy, man, right? I think about him, Joel. My buddy Joel, dude. Joel went out hard, dude. And I remember I got the phone call, and Joel turned out to kind of not be such a good guy, dude. But whatever. That's not for me to judge, right? That's between him and God. So Joel like flipped his car loaded in an intersection, dude, and died, like crushed under his like truck, dude, like And I think about Joel, like me and him, you know, we had a lot of cool adventures together, and I was like, did Joel at the last moment have enough clarity to get to God? See, the thing that I trip on it is this. I don't know if you can get to God. I like, maybe you can't. I don't know, dude. That's between you and God. That's God's mystery and handiwork. But I don't know how you get to God if at the buzzer, right? Let's say you've been ducking and weaving God your whole life and drinking and smoking crack and doing whatever weird stuff you've been doing, right? And then you go out loaded, right? And you haven't come to God. See, if you've come to God, you don't need to get loaded anymore, right? Like, it's that weird thing. So like right at the buzzer, but what if you're too loaded? What if you're just too loaded as the car is sitting on your chest and you're like, and you're like, all loaded, dude. And you forgot, like, this is your last moment of agony and pain to like complete abandon with God, right? Save me, God. And God's like, dude, do you admit it? I admit it. Like, I'm a sinner, dude, right? So my whole thing is, if you're loaded, like, I'm all like, hedge your bet so you got a chance, even if you haven't found God yet, to at least be of sound mind to find God at the buzzer, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit like on this weird thing where, like, I don't know how you get to God if you're inebriated when your last breath is out, dude. Like, right? Like, can you truly, like, maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have to think about it because I'm like sober, so, and I'm rolling with God right now. So like, I'm not tripping on it, but I do trip on it for those who are loaded. Like, I do think about those people that I know that passed that were like sober. Like, I started this live stream because a friend of mine killed themselves, right? A very like important member of our community, someone with a, you know, I started for my friend Mike, who was like the big sheriff, dude. One of the coolest dudes ever was like the big sheriff, dude. And Mike took his own life, dude, right? And we can imply what that means here, but I sometimes think about that dude. Like, he didn't go out, did he? If he went out loaded, and like, that's what a loaded mind will do, right? A loaded mind will tell you I can't live it. Dude, take that energy, that final, like, I'm gonna do myself because I'm too loaded, and get sober. Call someone for help, right? That's the thing, is call someone for help, man. Call someone for help. Call someone for help, dude. Call someone if you're too scared to. I get being too scared to go to God. I get it with the guilt and the shame of a life of debauchery and sin and grim. I get it, dude. But you can just call out. You can just call out to God with complete abandon for care and protection, and God will send us to help you get there, dude, to just get you off the drugs and alcohol just long enough so you get the sunlight of the Spirit, dude. Like those dudes in front of the liquor store, those dudes in front of the liquor store, they didn't proselytize me. They didn't get into a big talk with me about God. They just helped me get sober enough so that they could start talking to me about God, right? Those dude, Joe, dude, that dude was so dialed in with God, man. That dude got to die in his sleep, dude. My buddy David knows all about it, dude. And David's super dialed in with God too, dude. Like, that's why we're buddies. Like, that's why we're still here doing what we do, man. And those dudes didn't start hammering me about God. They're like, dude, let's just get you sober enough to start having a conversation about God. And then it took me, like I said, 6 years till I was like, oh, there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Oh, boom. Oh, then all that understanding and pre-reading of the Bible and Jesus and all that stuff made total sense to me. I was like, oh, that's what it is. Oh, I got it. I get it. Okay, boom. And I forget constantly. D. Brune, I love you, brother. God, what a beautiful moment that was in front of the liquor store, man. Thank you for teaching me about God, David. We've been on quite a journey, brother. We really have, man. So anyway, dude, on the way out the door, dude, if you guys could throw up the, I think the Canadian suicide prevention number is 1-888-456-4566. Is that it, dude? I think that's it. Yeah, you said it, David. We're the lucky ones, brother. We are the lucky ones, man. And Ziggy Star, hey, got your front and sent you an email back. Super grateful to be part of the Cucked Monkey Magenta gang. My pleasure, brother, dude. The Canadian, it's 833. The Canadian suicide prevention number is 1-833-456-4566. 1-833-456-4566. Isaiah approaches some 988 call or text, I think, is another suicide prevention number. And the US one, someone will send up here in a minute, is look. 1-800-273-TALK, 1-800-273-TALK, or text 988. Thank you, EL. Thank you. And look, dude, you got to stay alive long enough to get like these other things. Like, so if you're thinking about checking out because the world's gone mad and you're alone and you're isolated and whatever's going on, please don't do that. Take one of those numbers and call. I know all about the suicidal thought, dude. I do, man. Dude, if it wasn't for David and Joe in front of a liquor store being at the right place at the right time as messengers of God, dude, I don't know if I'm here. I don't know if I would have made it this far, dude. The drugs and alcohol kept me loaded enough to not kill myself, dude. So that's why I'm not a big, I don't have an issue with drugs and alcohol. They saved my life, man. But at a certain point, they didn't work anymore. And it was something bigger that needed to enter my life. And it was God, dude. So please don't kill yourself or think that you can't get sober. J-Do, you can get sober, dude. You can get sober. God loves you, dude. And God put all those phone numbers out there for you, dude. God put all these phone numbers out there, 1-800-273-TALK or text 988. And then the Canadians, 1-833-456-4566, dude. There's someone that knows what it is, dude. Like, please understand that the people that man those hotlines are people that know what it is, dude. They know what it is. It's not, dude, it's not some college kid who's trying to get into a frat who's down there at the other 1-800 number. It's somebody who's been to the depths of hell and back, who's sitting there waiting to help someone. So please allow them to help you, dude. So with that said, on the way out the door, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. God has blessed us all. Thank you very much. And with that, good night.